We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Haskins. A throw taken in by Sims. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Steven Sims. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw, Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On second down, it's Gibson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better than they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ezekiel Elliott.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The 37-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
First down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, it's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Thomas.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Hopkins' kick is good.
Makes this Washington.
And that will make it 6-0. So the scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady route wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
third down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., 77 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Options galore here, second and a few inches. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 50.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. His throw incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Throwing, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Prescott from the gun. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
And incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Zerline's kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
But at the same time, we haven't got 3 blocks.
Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to come on and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's second down.
Shit would have got ugly if me wouldn't have got kicked out, bro. That shit would have been real ugly.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
At the 37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
The tackle made by...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they give this time to the tailback.
Bruh, get the fuck, yo.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Damn.
On play action, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards there and a Washington first. On first down, here's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Haskins will throw. Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Well, you know what you gotta do, bro. Get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you're under a heavy rush and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
You know, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3rd down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington in great field position.
On down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
2-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play action. Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Washington.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson.
And Brown hurt.
This one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Yeah.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
But I think A.J. Brown hurt. He was out recently. Some shit going on.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At their 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Haskins to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
5-yard line.
Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Today's finals, Washington 26.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yep.
Searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. I'm at a land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down a double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them. And Galilee rolling thunder, don't hear my cry, don't let alibi special. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot, time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media, keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about your part to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. Let me cook the accused, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, best up the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them, get ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you flustered. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing it so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this and jump at the top, I was gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only good for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I got the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Damn.
I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and rings. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Did the stretch, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, cause I was sharp, but you wasn't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I hate to eat crystals. Ay, how did you let it go, miss? Ay, how she remember she mix it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she called up a friend, that kissed and we did it, and that's how we kick it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and rings. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Did the stretch, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I love. Need a light, yeah, check my buzz. He's right here, check my club. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said.
Oh, let me order my fish for this
What's hope to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and rings. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the
Yes, can I get 4 pieces of grilled fish, please? Alright. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Got my dinner for the night. Cut the stream off.